This is my story. A story not even you know about. A sixth personality?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, because I didn't tell you.
Why did you keep it from me all this time?
Because he's already gone.
He died?
Yeah.
Why?
He was too weak. Didn't even have a name of his own.
Did you get to meet him?
Yeah, just once.
What was he like? It was a guy, right?
I said he, didn't I?
Interesting.
He had all of their memories and knowledge with none of the flaws. According to the doctor who created him, at least. But he lacked emotions, and his senses were numb. I saw it for myself. Unlike the others, he had no identity.
That's strange. How could anyone not have emotions?
Good question.
So what made you decide to tell me?
Just felt like it.
I learned of you through my older brother. Unlike the others, you didn't even have a name. And that made me curious. My brother told me you had died, but I wasn't so sure. This, it just hurts. I have pain. I have pain in my heart. I love him so much. I can't even describe to you guys. Good grief, I'm a mess. So I waited until you know who was asleep, then called out to you. Nice to meet you. My name is... Well, you probably already know. I know all about you. Would you tell me your name? But you didn't answer. Nevertheless, I refuse to give up. As you've noticed, I'm a very competitive person. My brother told me you know the whole story. But no one knows about you, huh? They all think you disappeared. Or maybe they think you never existed to begin with. Even though you're literally right here. I'm the only one who knows about you. Can you hear me? Where are you? I searched for you. I was sure that as long as our hearts both wanted it, we'd find each other. Are you getting sick of me yet? Trust me, I know I'm being annoying. But that's just who I am. And if I was anyone else, I wouldn't be here right now. You see, there's this person who I love very much. He told me he loves me too. I didn't love myself, but that didn't matter to him. He said to me, I love your gemstone eyes and soft, fluffy hair. It's what makes you, you. Do you know who that person was? I knew you were right there the whole time, playing possum. And I refuse to give up on you. Oh my goodness. This is so strange. It's so strange. Look at this boy in his outfit. He looks great.
What's brought you to my room, Poppet?
Kaguya?
Slipping into a young man's room for a late-night tryst. What a naughty girl.
Yeah, that's right. You're just so charming, I couldn't help myself. Shameful, I know. Anyway, want to chat?
Sure thing.
I thought it was just a coincidence at first. You knew right from the first time he impersonated someone? Dang, girl.
Come in.
Gosh, I'm so not used to these outfits.
This is gonna take some getting used to. It's weird when, like, normal clothing is the thing I have to get used to, but it is.
Sister.
Every time I visited his room, one of them would greet me. Hi there, Gretel. Up late studying?
He even did, like, the, you know, that kind of wiggly thing that Gretel does. Man, he knew who he was impersonating very well.
You could say that.
Are you tired? Want to rest your head in Sister's lap?
Would that be okay?
Of course!
I didn't immediately realize that you were impersonating the others. Okay. You were always so confident and self-assured. But that was what set you apart from the rest of them. Interesting. The confidence gave him away.
Say, Gretel.
What is it?
How long are you gonna keep up the act?
What are you talking about?
Never mind. I was playing a game with you. A game of chess. We were both trying to catch each other. But as you know, white always goes first. Can you hear me?
I can hear you all right. The hell are you doing coming into a guy's room at night?
You were smart. A quick thinker. Unlike me, the aggressive type, you prefer to sit back and observe your opponent before making your move. If I was a white pawn who could only move forward, then you were a black queen with full command of the board. Well, you see...
You trying to put the moves on me while I'm asleep? That's a little much even for you.
Sometimes this girl's gotta be aggressive.
Are you like this with all the guys?
Of course not. Just the one I love. Are you actually mad at me, or are you just joking?
Take a guess.
That's why I had to act quickly if I wanted you to fall into my trap. You're getting lazy.
What?
You're good at impersonating people, but you'll never hold a candle to the real deal. Cinderella would never say that. Which means you're not him.
How exactly can you tell?
Good question. Who knows? What about you? Why are you impersonating them? I'm not sure if I actually beat you that day or if you simply let me win. But either way, I still won.
Is that a crime?
Oh, I get it. This time you're Red Riding Hood.
No one else has ever recognized that it was me. Except for you.
Of course I would recognize you. No matter what mask you wear, you're still you. Wait. You can play chess? I didn't know that. You're actually not all that crafty, are you? Didn't you realize I messed it up on purpose?
No, I did not.
How do you feel?
Like an idiot.
Well then, why don't we play around? That'll help you feel better. That being said, I hope you're prepared to lose. As it turned out, you were pretty good at actual chess, too. I chose white and you chose black. So what's it like in the world where you come from?
Pitch black and empty.
So you can't see yourself?
Actually, I can. My body is always illuminated for some reason.
Oh, sounds like a sad, depressing place.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
If even you don't know, then there's no way I'm going to.
Yeah, because you're not me.
Yep.
Checkmate.
Ah! I had so much fun playing chess with you.
You want to play again?
Of course! Like I said, I can be pretty persistent.
Are you really that upset that I beat you?
Well, yeah. I admit it, I'm a sore loser.
I never knew.
I know, right? I'm a wolf in cat's clothing.
What does that mean?
It's my version of wolf in sheep's clothing. It means I wear a mask to hide my true colors. Feign innocent, that kind of thing. And you wear a mask too, don't you? Guess that makes us birds of a feather.
Maybe so.
Then, for the first time, you smiled. I always loved that soft look in your eyes. Bet you didn't know that, did you? You would always answer any question I had. Wow, that's wild. Thanks for sharing. I'd heard bits and pieces, but that was my first time hearing the story in full detail. Thanks to you, I have a slightly better understanding of them now.
All I did was answer your question, that's all.
Yeah, I know, but I appreciate you responding to me. Isn't it hard for you?
Why would it be?
Well, you have all their memories, don't you?
I mean, yeah.
You carry all the painful memories the others couldn't bear, yet you act like it's no big deal.
Well, what choice do I have? I was told to do this.
By whom?
The quack who created me. He's clearly different from the other personalities. He remembers almost everything. He's got all of their knowledge and none of their flaws. He's the closest match to the original. So yeah. Why are you crying?
Because I feel so bad for you. The real tragedy was, you didn't realize you were in pain. After the day I cried in front of you, you started to open up to me more and more. We played chess together every day. At one point we were evenly matched, but then you started to get really, really good. The tables were turned and the hunter became the hunted. Fun fact, when a girl falls in love, it changes her as a person.
She gets all shy.
That, or sometimes she'll get more easily frustrated. Being in love makes you want to do anything and everything for that special person. Even if the whole world is against you, you still want to help them.
Love is blind, as they say.
Tunnel vision comes with the territory, yeah. Naturally, if you're going to turn the world against you, you have to be prepared for the consequences. You have to be strong enough to handle it. But love doesn't make you strong. It just makes you desperate to the point that you'll do anything.
Anything.
Yep.
Like a pawn. If a pawn reaches the opposing side, it can be promoted to a stronger piece.
Right. Charge forward and you can turn yourself into a rook, bishop, knight, or even a queen. And so I crossed over the board and made myself your white queen. Aww. But...
Oh!
What's wrong?
Arisu.
You're hurt. We'd better patch you up.
Arisu. Who am I?
What?
Just now, in the mirror, I saw someone who wasn't me. It was me at first, but the next thing I knew, it turned into someone else. The mirror didn't reflect my face. It was showing someone who looked nothing like me. Then the person looked at me and told me they loved you. And that was when I realized this other person probably wants me to leave. Then after I'm gone, they're going to take over my happy life with you. I'm scared. Really scared. Someone who isn't me lives inside me, using my body, pretending to be me. And when I'm in control, they spy on me from the darkness. Arisu, am I really me? Because I'm not sure I am. I mean, think about it. How can anyone prove whether the person you're talking to right now is really me? Maybe the real me is the one who isn't me at all.
I'll always be on your side. And I'll always believe in you, even when you don't believe in yourself. Because I love you.
Arisu, I'm sorry. I can't even tell if you're actually talking to me or not. I can't even believe in your love.
I was in love with someone else too. They were all borrowing his body, his mind, his whole life. One body, one soul. My love could not be divided, and so I would have to choose. Or would I? What if I just made many of me? After you became my queen, I could sense your possessiveness and jealousy from the expression on your face. How's he been lately?
Which one?
Well,
Arisu.
you pushed me down and forced a kiss on me.
That's strange. You don't seem any happier.
What, you were trying to cheer me up?
Of course. I know all about it, you know. After all, I've got everybody's memories. I am them, as they are me, and you told me you loved me. You're amazing, Arisu. You befriended all of them by putting on the mask they each want you to wear. Naturally, I figured I'll try it myself, so I put on a mask to be whatever you fancied. Who do you want? Cinderella? Or Snow White? Or perhaps Alice? Just say the word and I can promote myself to any piece on the board.
Stop! For the first time, I rejected him. I'll never forget the pain I saw in your eyes.
Were my impressions really that bad? I'm a failure! Defective! It's just like he said. I have no defining identity. Even though he made me this way on purpose. But it's no use. Try as I might, you always see right through my act. I guess I really am a failure.
You knew the whole story, but you were far from omniscient. You didn't seem to understand me or women in general. And I didn't truly understand your emptiness. After all, we were two different people. You don't understand at all, do you? No matter what mask I wear, I'm still me. Is it really that strange to put in effort to get someone you like to like you back?
I'm not sure.
Then think about it.
Okay then, I'll think about it. Well, shall we continue? Personally, I'm fine either way.
If you don't have anything, then you can have me. But in return, I want you. You are my property. You're going to make all my desires and demands a reality.
Who died and made you queen?
Touché. You can turn me down if you like.
No, I won't. I'm at your disposal, Your Majesty.
I couldn't touch your heart, but I could still touch your body. So I gave you my first.
Really? Whoa. Whoa, okay, alright, well, interesting.
Gosh, good grief. Okay. After that, you stopped trying to impersonate the others. That day, once again you had my king cornered. You know that pitch-black world you guys live in? You think maybe it's sort of like a dream? I read that in most cases, The people and places that appear in your dreams are taken wholesale from your past. In response to internal and external stimuli and the emotional response caused thereof, memories are replayed from mental storage, and our brains invent a narrative to go along with it. Maybe this way I can finally make a difference.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe I can save my prince. Hey. Right when you least expected it, I kissed you. Checkmate! I win! Then, while you were still stunned, I flipped the board around.
You cheated.
I'll do anything it takes to win. But that was the last conversation we had before we were separated.
Arisu.
What is it, Alistair?
Never mind.
You were gonna say goodbye and then you chickened out. Alistair, no! Alistair! Alistair. That day I went to college just like always. Huh? A voicemail? When I checked my phone between classes, I noticed a voicemail from my brother. I had a bad feeling about it, so I listened to it right away. And I couldn't believe what I heard.
Alistair passed out, so I took him to the hospital.
Naturally, I went straight to the hospital myself. There, my brother was waiting for me.
He OD'd. Overdosed, I mean.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
I'm told he downed a whole bottle of sleeping pills.
Why would he do that?
He was trying to kill himself. Someone spotted him unconscious on the lakeshore while they were passing by.
He went to the lake again. Gosh. Oh man, why is this game so full of feels now? I mean, even more so than usual. Ugh.
They already pumped his stomach, so he's not in danger. Right now he's sleeping, but he'll probably wake up tomorrow.
This came as a massive relief. But he didn't. But no matter how many days passed, tomorrow never seemed to come. Why can't he wake up?
We don't know. We ran a bunch of tests, but they all came back normal. Sleep is an unconscious state in which the human body has a reduced response to external stimuli until woken. However, in his case, no amount of external stimuli has woken him.
So he's in a coma?
Something like that. But to be clear, he's not in a total vegetative state. His body responds to pain and other stimuli through changes in expression or reflexive movements. Basically, he's not in a wakeful state, but he's still...
Just get to the point already.
When we scanned his brain, we found that his body is sleeping, while his brain itself is active. In other words, he's dreaming.
Dreaming? So what's your hypothesis? Why can't he wake up?
I'm not a neurologist, so I'm not well versed in consciousness disorders. But if there's nothing wrong with him physically, then there must be something wrong mentally. Long story short, he's actively refusing to wake up.
Oh, hi, Wolf. When did you get here? Is that even possible?
Beats me. But he clearly must have wanted an escape from reality if he was ready to take his own life. Normally, the human brain doesn't perceive a dream to be a dream until after it ends. So if he's dreaming right now, then to him, that dream is real life.
Will he ever wake up? He'll be fine. You know what they say. All good dreams must come to an end.
I mean, his body's perfectly fine. He might hop out of bed tomorrow for all we know.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Is there anything I can do for him?
Talk to him every day. Touch him. Play music for him. Any kind of stimulus would help.
And so, as instructed, I spoke to him as he slept.
Can you hear me? Can you hear my voice? Why? Please, wake up! Alistair!
And that was the moment I hurt you. Come on, don't beat yourself up over it. I know how you feel, but at this rate you're gonna pass out yourself. Blondie's gonna be fine. He's gonna wake up someday, I guarantee it.
I think my brother's wrong. Alistair wasn't trying to kill himself. I mean, yes, he had a lot of anxiety about his life and the world around him, but I don't think he would choose to die.
So what's your hypothesis, Arisu?
I don't know what he was hoping to achieve, but I think he wanted to go be with the others in his dreams. I've been thinking about this for a long time. About how to heal my prince.
So what's your plan?
I'm going to put myself inside him.
What do you mean?
He has dissociative identity disorder with 7 different personalities. So I'm going to create an 8th personality, Yurika Arisu.
Okay, but how?
Right now, he's dreaming. I read that in most cases, the people and places that appear in your dreams are taken wholesale from your past. In response to internal and external stimuli and the emotional response caused thereof, memories are replayed from mental storage, and our brains invent a narrative to go along with it. So if his dream is influenced by external stimuli, that means I can manipulate it. Fortunately, he has memories of me, so I think that'll improve my chances compared to starting from scratch. I'll put Yurika Arisu into his dream, manipulate it from the outside, and save my prince.
But what if you screw up? I know it's just a dream, but dreams are pretty dang hard to control last I checked.
Oh, I've got a backup plan. And I know someone who can help me.
Gotcha.
You're not gonna stop me?
Nah, I'm not a doctor.
Thanks, Wolf.
So, what do you need me to do?
With Wolf's help, I snuck into the hospital at night. Can you hear me? Can you hear my voice? I have a favor to ask. Something only you can do. Mr. Wizard.
For the first time I called your name. Something the rest of them had that you lacked. But since you were all-powerful, I knew you would help me.
Let's play pretend. I'll be the Ohime-sama, and you'll be the Mahotsukai. I've already picked a setting, too. It's set in the Looking Glass world where everything is topsy-turvy. Amid a colorful cast of gender-flipped fairytale characters, I'll take on the role of the heroine and join them in their twisted tales. How will the story end? It's up to me. Since there's no script, even I don't know what will happen. But I know what I want the ending to look like, and that's all that matters. You see, I really love happy endings. But you knew that, didn't you? You see, the wizard has a very important role. Sometimes an ally, sometimes an enemy. The bearer of great and mysterious power. You'll be the little pawn who keeps the story moving. And when I mess up, I want you to kill me. The story can only have one heroine. Otherwise, it'll veer off track. Piece of cake for a guy like you, right? After all, you're my strongest piece.
And here is where the story ends. The story of a white pawn who encounters the Red Queen. How did you like my first attempt? I'll send it to you with all my love in the hope that it will heal your heart. Wow, so much happened there, guys. I have a lot to, like, I don't know, meditate on, chew on, just, I mean, first of all, I'm thrilled that I was right about the, DID disorder. I can't believe that was actually correct. I want to believe in Yurika trying to actively get all these personalities a happy ending. I feel like from her, since we had her side of the story at the end here, I feel like she cared about them. I feel like she cared about the wizard. I want to believe she set this up not only to get her boy back, get him his life back, but to also ensure that the other personalities have somebody. Like, they're at peace, and they have her in a way, and they don't have to share her with anybody because they're in their own worlds? Is that just me being naive and being like, but what if everybody had a happy ending? Probably. But I'm gonna believe until proven otherwise, maybe in the bad endings, that I was completely wrong. Oh yeah, other thing that was crazy is that we've been the cat the entire time. That's the only way we could end up with this boy, because he's like, I know you're not real, I'm in love with the real deal. And he's like, I'm not taking like this pseudo dream version that's like especially made for me. Although I did like at the end, he's kind of like, maybe I was in love with a lie? Because I'm surprised, well, love is blind, I guess. But it never like occurred to him that she was also putting on a mask for him so that he would like her like the other personalities. But anyway, he kind of thought about it at the end. And then Dream Yurika's like, no, she cared about you and she wanted you to like find peace and be healed, so... Okay, excuse me though, I love this picture. This is such a power couple photo. Hold on a second. Okay, I've officially found my favorite picture in the game. Like, look at these two. Gosh, I'm in love with this. She even has a black bow and every- oh my gosh, they're like matching oh, I can't. Alright. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out in a good way. Fantastic. 10 out of 10. Would play this route again forever. Even as my heart breaks. This is great. Okay. White queen to f5. So, what's your move? If you want to avoid a check, you'll have to take the white queen with your black queen.
Dang, you're good. I swear I had you on the ropes for a while there. I take your white queen with my black queen.
And with that, I have no moves remaining. The white pawn's path is blocked and the king cannot move. Stalemate! That's a draw.
You really got me with that pawn. You were using it as a decoy, weren't you?
Duh! By sacrificing my pawn, I led you into a trap. That's how the game works.
Touché. I admit, that's the best part of chess.
Looks like our 100th game has ended in a draw.
50 wins, 49 losses, 1 draw. Well, at least I'm still winning.
Yeah, but only by 1. I could overtake that easy.
You're so persistent. I can never seem to shake you off.
I'm a sore loser, you know.
Trust me, I know. But believe it or not, I'm fairly competitive myself, and I refuse to let you win.
Yep, I know. I couldn't ask for more. After all, it'd be boring if you let me win. I want to crush you with everything I've got. And even if you beat me handily, I wouldn't want you to feel bad for me. After all, what I enjoy more than winning is simply the thrill of playing the game with you. Oh, they look at each other. It's so soft. Ah! I love it.
Are you sure this is what you want? If you stay with me, you'll be stuck in this empty void. You could have stayed behind and reveled in your happy harem.
It'd be pointless. Even if I professed my love to them, they'd just shoot me down. This was the story she crafted in order to heal you. The others have their own stories with their own heroines. I can't heal them. Besides, I already failed. That's why you were going to erase me, right?
But of course. That is my role, after all.
I never had any other option. In this story, you are my prince. Why would I choose someone else?
Sounds like you were dealt a bad hand.
You really think so?
Oh, certainly. After all, your love for me will be eternally one-sided. It's a bad ending.
A story that's destined to end in heartbreak. I guess it's not much of a love story, huh?
It's not for me to judge the story on its merits, but I do feel bad for you.
You can sympathize?
I know what it feels like to have my heart broken, remember?
Oh, right. Well, no matter what, I'm glad I got to be in your story.
Despite the bad ending.
Yeah. After all, I've fallen in love with you. I'll sacrifice myself as much as it takes if it means my beloved can be happy. For my beloved, I'll endure any pain.
How very devoted of you.
I mean, this is a story about saving my prince. It's set in the looking-glass world where everything is topsy-turvy. Amid a colorful cast of gender-flipped fairy tale characters, I'll take on the role of the heroine and join them in their twisted tales. How will the story end? It's up to me. As the heroine, my role is to save my prince and reach a happy ending. But if I make the wrong choices, naturally that can't happen.
One wrong choice and you will be disposed of. By me.
Sounds like you were dealt a bad hand.
Are you trying to imitate me?
Yep.
So you don't care if I keep killing you? You are Yurika Arisu's shadow, but even then, you're still technically Yurika Arisu.
I'm amazed you're willing to admit that. As her clones, we're expendable. It's dirty work, but someone's gotta do it. It's the only way. Besides, I know it must be hard on you to have to kill us. I mean, you've killed her shadows dozens of times by now. It must be painful. Pain that you can actually feel. All I hope is that my presence here can ease your loneliness even a tiny bit. I will always love and accept you. And I pray from the bottom of my heart that someday she'll love you too. Remember what I said? Even if you beat me handily, I wouldn't want you to feel bad for me. After all, what I enjoy more than winning is simply the thrill of playing the game with you.
So it seems.
What about you? Are you enjoying our little game? Or are you sick of it by now?
Sick of it? Nah. It's actually kind of fun, spending time with you.
Glad to hear it.
Out of interest, what would you do if you actually overtook me?
What?
In chess, I mean. So far, you've been trying to catch up to me. But if the tables were turned, what would you have me do?
I hadn't thought about that.
Alright then. How about this? If you overtake me, I'll grant any one wish you have.
Any wish?
Any wish.
Now our games will be even more fun! And if all I have to do is beat you twice, then it doesn't sound too hard either.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. I have no intention of letting you win. I'm going to widen the gap between us.
You can try if you like, but I'll catch up with you eventually.
I look forward to it. Now then, as much as I'd like to play another round, I'm afraid it's nearly my cue. It's time for me to serve as a pawn for my beloved queen.
Then I'll come with you. No matter where you go, I'll be your wolf in cat's clothing. And they lived happily ever after. Oh, he's so sad. You couldn't even draw him with the cat? Come on. At least give my boy the cat. You couldn't give him the cat at the very end? Oh, I can't believe I've never been happier with a bad ending. I'm so happy. I haven't felt like this since my Ukiyo days, if I'm being honest. And it's nice to have this feeling again. Granted, this is much more bittersweet than Ukiyo's ending actually ended up being, but like similar feels, and I'm just like, it was beautiful. I believe in these two. I believe they'll figure things out. Wizard will get over his love for like the real Yurika. I mean, he's basically got real Yurika, but perfectly designed for him? I don't know what more you could want from that. I mean, girl, they're just like a really good couple together. I can't believe we were the cat the entire time. Well, I wonder what my list will look like when I put it together. I have much soul searching to do, yes, quite, very much. Many souls will be searched that day in the future. Near future, when I do my review, I will have to think long and hard about my number one, she says, as if there isn't one more route. But I'm like, I mean... Alice, or Alistair, I should say, you have, like, you have your work cut out for you. I mean, I won't say you have a lot of work. I do like you. You're, like, a crazy person. But I have grown to like you more as time has gone on. But, gosh, the wizard is just, like, perfect guy for me, so... But we'll see. I'll reserve judgment till we do Alice's route. I'll wait. But I'm just saying right now, Wizard's got this in the bag. Alright, I'm done gushing. I'm done. We're finished. I'm going to compose myself eventually. Thank you guys very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this route. Thanks for putting up with me simping for like the last... I was gonna say last couple episodes, but in reality I've been simping for this guy for like since the first day we met? Basically? Pretty much, if I'm being honest, so that's a lie. Anyway, simping is done. We're done. All good. Got the happy ending. Check that off our list. With that being said, we have 5 bad endings to do after this, which, I mean, you can probably guess, is just like picking each of the husbands in turn. So, yeah, we're just gonna kind of go through that list one by one and see what happens. I guess we'll have like the wizard's perspective on what he thinks about that particular personality. Maybe he won't kill us? Will he think that that's a success if we've picked one of them? I don't know. That's a good question, actually. I guess we'll find out next time. Thank you guys for joining me. Until the bad endings, I will see you later.